Brutes, violent, noble, protectors are all words that can be used to describe many different interpretations of the Brotherhood of Steel and what they stand for. When it comes to the Commonwealth's Brotherhood of Steel, they are in Boston to do one thing and one thing only: seek, wipe out, and destroy the Institute. That's technically three things. And they're synth creations. Synth creations that they deem to be unnatural abominations that must be stopped and destroyed. The Brotherhood of Steel came to the Commonwealth by air, watching and towering over the Commonwealth and its people in a large warship, capable of causing much destruction across the Commonwealth, which is what they secretly plan to do to their enemies. They are a detachment from the mainline Brotherhood of Steel, and in becoming that detachment, their views have become more radical and unforgiving than other versions and other detachments of the Brotherhood of Steel before them. This Brotherhood of Steel calls for the elimination of supermutants, synths, and many even stand against just normal, regular ghouls. If you side with the Brotherhood of Steel, then they complete their main goal of wiping out the Institute and all their progressive technologies. Not before on their way to achieving that goal, killing and destroying the railroad and all their agents, people just trying to save synths, and not to mention, they also kill and eliminate many different people in the Commonwealth. They deemed them to stand in their way, so now they are gone. If you stand in the way of the Brotherhood of Steel's goals, you too will be eliminated. But in the end, they do achieve their goals. The Institute has fallen, and synths can now be hunted down by the Brotherhood of Steel. But what did their victory and their win cost them? Countless lives of their own troops who are far from any real homeland, far from the main capital wasteland, on ground where civilians only share fear towards the Brotherhood of Steel and their soldiers. Many of these men are now dead, all so that they can achieve their goal of wiping out an enslaved race and those who made that same race. The smartest minds of the Commonwealth and the smartest minds of the Fallout universe. Speaking of, the Brotherhood of Steel did wipe out and kill the Institute and their smartest and brightest minds, as like I said, they did achieve their goal, also destroying the life-changing technology with them. On their way to destroying countless scientific lives and destroying an already enslaved race, they took the liberty of destroying the railroad, people trying to do what they thought was right, looking out for the enslaved synths. These people met the Brotherhood of Steel's wrath head on, as they deemed them to stand in their way and be a negative impact on the people of the Commonwealth and the Brotherhood of Steel's operations. The Brotherhood of Steel killing an entire faction and leaving the few synths alive with little hope of protection or any way out of the Commonwealth. So many Brotherhood of Steel members dead, and yet the Commonwealth still fears them, shows no respect towards them, and doesn't thank them. The people of the Commonwealth don't even welcome Brotherhood of Steel as their new leaders. Instead, the majority of them fear. Minority groups such as ghouls wait in fear of Brotherhood of Steel prosecution or killings out of the Brotherhood of Steel's sheer wrath for these sorts of groups. And as for the human people of the Commonwealth, they also feel scammed and used by the Brotherhood of Steel to power and fuel the Brotherhood of Steel's warship. But was it all worth it? The destruction of what is most possibly humanity's best hope and chance at survival and being able to thrive once again as a civilization is now gone. The best hope of rebuilding some form of normal past life is gone. The best hope of modern science in medicine, weaponry, and overall advanced human life expectancy is reduced to just a large hole in the ground. But not just the Institute's technology has fallen, but also so many bright minds that were in the base that the Brotherhood of Steel violently blown to pieces and gunned down any Institute scientists in their way. They did this as they deemed the scientists were teaching radical science and distributing radical technologies. The Brotherhood of Steel would deem this to be something they need to stop. Most people would deem it to be an unnecessary killing of the Commonwealth's brightest minds. The railroad and its people are gone, gunned down by the Brotherhood of Steel knights and soldiers, trapping them like rats in a hole and then gunning them down from all sides, killing them ruthlessly in a ruthless attack and merciless attack, destroying any synth's hope of getting a new life. Speaking of which, now the railroad and its people are gone, synths will be hunted down and killed by the Brotherhood of Steel without mercy. So was it all really worth it? Well, maybe it actually was. The Institute is gone, so the people of the Commonwealth are now safe from scandalous plots, such as killings, kidnappings that the Institute's synths would often perform on the people of the Commonwealth. Now, the people can sleep at night, knowing that they will be safe from synths and the Institute's wrath. The railroad is also gone, which means that there will be no chance of them getting control of the Commonwealth and dragging the Commonwealth's people into their act of saving synths. With the Institute out the way and the railroad now also out the way, the Brotherhood of Steel could tackle more pushing problems such as super mutants, raider gangs, and other beasts of the Commonwealth such as Mirelurks and feral ghouls. The Brotherhood of Steel may even improve the lives of the people of the Commonwealth, so maybe, in the end, maybe it really was worth it. But how long can it really last? How long can this peace last with the Brotherhood of Steel looking over the people of the Commonwealth? Are they destined for more war, more fighting, or is peace a realistic option now that the Brotherhood of Steel are in power and in control of the Commonwealth? Well, maybe peace is an option. The Brotherhood of Steel are in power, and while they may have taken some losses to the Institute and their battles across the Commonwealth, such as Bunker Hill and their battle with the Railroad, the Brotherhood of Steel are still fully capable and optimal for fighting and protecting the Commonwealth and its people. I say this because the Brotherhood of Steel are one of the strongest factions in the world of Fallout, so no other large faction would try to take control of the Commonwealth and its people, as the Brotherhood of Steel would be there to protect the place. This is a really interesting thing to talk about. No other faction straight out of the gate could really protect the Commonwealth from an insurgent from another large faction, such as the Enclave or perhaps Caesar's Legion or the NCR. The Brotherhood of Steel, on the other hand, can. You may disagree with them being in power, but at least you know no other evil force can get in power whilst they're there, as the simple fact that the Brotherhood of Steel are even in the Commonwealth may be a strong enough deterrent to turn off a lot of would-be factions that want to gobble up the Commonwealth and its people. Not to mention, in this ending, the Minutemen are still around. While they may not be as strong as the Brotherhood of Steel, they could offer support to the people of the Commonwealth. This means that the Brotherhood of Steel could focus on protecting the Commonwealth and wiping out large factions causing the people problems, such as super mutants and gunners, while the Minutemen would protect and provide for the people of the Commonwealth. On a more human level, the Minutemen could meet the people's needs, food, water, and overall give people a better understanding of how they can improve their lives. Or maybe, just maybe, the people will feel threatened by the Brotherhood of Steel and get sick and tired of their demanding for food and supplies and constant hate for the people of the Commonwealth, such as minority groups like ghouls. Maybe the people will rise against the constant hate and rise up against the Brotherhood of Steel. This would pin the Minutemen and the people of the Commonwealth against the Brotherhood of Steel, locking the Commonwealth and Boston in a war once again. But this time, the war would be with the people and the Brotherhood of Steel, who want to control and dictate to them what they should and shouldn't have in their land, in which the Commonwealth would most likely be left as just another war-torn hole where different factions go to try and grab more land. Maybe, just maybe, there will be no peace with the Brotherhood of Steel in power. Or maybe there will be nothing but peace. But I will leave that with you to decide the true ending with the Brotherhood of Steel in power and in control of the Commonwealth. Well, thank you guys ever so much for watching that video. I do appreciate it. I would also appreciate a subscribe, please, as clearly you enjoyed the video, otherwise you wouldn't have made it this far. I'd also appreciate a like and make sure you hit the bell notification on so that you can be updated with my videos. I do a lot of Fallout content, so if you're into that sort of stuff, you're gonna like my channel. Now, I just want to take a moment to talk about what's happening going forward. I know these have been a little bit short form content that you guys aren't actually used to, and you obviously prefer the long form. I get that. I'm working on a lot of long form videos at the minute. I have 2 long form reviews coming out. The next video will be a review. The video after that will be a long form Fallout video. So do not worry guys, I have it covered. You're going to be getting long form content throughout the next month, a review, and hopefully if everything goes to schedule, you should be getting 2 reviews. The next review is of a DLC from a game, so it's not going to be as long, but then there should be a full-scale, heavy, around 2-hour review. So stay posted for that, guys. Stay tuned. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe, guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.